Ekiti State Congress Committee. I want to thank you for spending time to wait for this very important group of Nigerians who held us to ransom. We wanted them to be part of this event, so that we not look like we came to your office, sneaked into your office and submitted a report and sneaked out. We want the world to know that we came here with courage, boldness, and a sincere note to deliver this report. This is a report of the three-man delegate selection that was held throughout Ekiti State on Saturday. I should speak loud. I said this is a report of a three-man committee and three-man ad hoc delegates, which is a product of election that was held on Saturday throughout Ekiti State, the 177 wards of Ekiti State, distributed into 16 local government areas. The committee was set up by the National Working Committee of our party, courtesy of NEC, and it was chaired by Governor Domgere Emmanuel, the governor of Akwa Ibom State. We also have Honorable Michael Unku. Unku was not able to attend the meeting and did not participate in the Congress. So we were left with 4 members. I represented Governor Domgere Emmanuel, who was not able to be in the Congress. Then we also had the chairman of Waranuse, who is seated here. We had the Chief Mrs. Modinat Abosede Adedibu. She signed the report. She's in Ibadan. She couldn't come here for the submission. And then, of course, we had the secretary, who is the outgone or the immediate past NPS of our party, Kola, your boss or immediate boss. I don't know if it's immediate boss or
colleagues
or your colleague.
Yes,
okay. So I will want to go through the text of this. It's a 3-page text. So let me go through it so that we can capture it properly.
You want that?
Actually, just submit. Okay. Now let me give you a resume of what we have here. When we arrived Ekiti, we all arrived Ekiti Friday and Saturday. Some of us arrived on Friday, some arrived on Saturday. By the time I was asked to come and do this exercise, I couldn't get a flight again into Ekiti, so we had a stopover in Lagos. Me and him, we had a stopover in Lagos. Then the morning of Saturday, we were able to make a flight and got into Ekiti at about 10:55. And we went into already set venue, arranged by the local organizing secretary under the acting chairmanship of the chairman of the party. Then we met all the aspirants on ground. We also made the 3-man committee that was set up by the National Working Committee for all the 16 local government areas, 48 of them. And then we went into a meeting with the aspirant. We asked them if there was any issue, and they raised the issue of the absence of the chairman. That was the first issue they raised, and that because of it was raised by Senator Origimi. And when we explained to the aspirant that the governor could not come because of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, which coincided with that event on Saturday, they all agreed that we should proceed with the Congress. Then we did accreditation of all the committees that were appointed by the National Working Committee to take charge of each of the local government areas. In the presence of all the aspirants, there was no objection to any of the persons nominated into those committees. And then, of course, it is also to be remembered that the guidelines of a party allows the LOC to appoint people that will act as returning officer, election officer, and returning officer for each of the wards. And that was done, a 2-man committee. The 3-man committee worked with the 2-man committees. We issued materials to the 3-man committee after the accreditation. And we gave them security, we gave them a vehicle to take them to the different local government area. And we started the exercise about 2:30. We ended the exercise about 2:30. And then it wasn't quite an hour later that a section of the aspirant came, led by Olujimi and the former governors, Segun Oni, to complain that materials were hijacked. We told them it was too soon for anybody to complain that materials were hijacked, that it would be proper for them to go to their different wards and be on the field to understand exactly what is happening on the field. That they should do that while we wait for the outcome of the report of the election or the congresses. They agreed and they went. We never saw them after that. They never returned to us. But from 6 o'clock, we started receiving the result of the Congress. It is reported here. The report of the Congress is, except for about seven wards where election did not hold in 3 local government areas. They said there were some skirmishes, some crises in those wards. We have also taken account of that, and no result is contained for those wards. So each of the 16 local government areas and all the wards that are distributed in those local government areas are contained here. The results are, we carry one like this, you see that it contains an attachment representing the result from each of the wards. That's exactly what happened in each of the 16 local government areas. These are the names of people that were appointed to conduct the election in each of the local government areas. They signed to collect, the leader of the team signed to collect the result sheet from us. And all of them signed throughout this, you can see. You can see. All of the 16 team leaders signed to collect the result. And we issued the result in the original copies, in triplicate, to each and every one of them. So, Your Excellency, the National Organizing Secretary, this is the result of the Congress attached to our reports. Then we have report from each of the local government area from the different teams, also attached here. We also have the accreditation notes, like I said, and we also have the acknowledgement notes for the result that were collected from us, the materials that were collected from us. So thank you for an opportunity to serve our party.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Representative of the chairman of 3 ad-hoc Congress held in Ekiti, the secretary of the panel, and a member. On behalf of the chairman of the People's Democratic Party, I wish to thank you sincerely for the assignment given to you and the manner of which you have conducted it. Naturally, after any event like this, there will be a lot of yes and no. That is like it's a game of football. Somebody will win, somebody will lose. But I appeal to anybody who has any issue with regards to these congresses to follow the process. We are going to appoint a 3-man committee for appeal. So whatever anybody has, you please direct it to that appeal panel. Be it in pictorial, video, what have you, petition form, so that we resolve these issues as raised. Based on what you've said, out of 16 local governments, we are talking about 15 or 15 and a half have been concluded, with only 3 words or 3 words? 7 words. 7 out of 177. 7 out of 177. They're talking about 170 words concluded. While we await for the composition of the panel, I sincerely also, once again, thank you for this job, and we'll wish you all the best. We definitely will come back to you in another assignment, because we have a lot of them coming in the next couple of weeks. I thank you very much for this time. Thank you.
Thank you.